Welcome everybody to another week of Valpo Basketball Preview brought to you by the South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority, along with the head coach of the Crusaders, Bryce Drew. This is Todd Eichow. The Crusaders off two more good conference victories this past week. Have now won 8 of their last 9, and actually it's 9 of 10, but 8 of 9 without Keith Carter, which, and we've brought this up before, and I can't say this enough, I think when you look back at when Keith was injured in the game against Youngstown State, I think most people close to the program said if he's out for an extended period of time, it's going to be pretty much impossible to compete for a conference championship. But now with him, his return looming, and you guys are sitting in first place. And it's been a complete team effort, but you've got to be pretty pleased as a coach of what's going on.
You know, we've had great favor, been blessed during this whole season, and extremely proud of Victor Nickerson. Victor is a player who came in as a wing player and played a little point guard in high school, and with the injuries has stepped into that point guard role and done a sensational job, with his best game being the last one against Oakland. And it's been really neat to see his progression at the point guard position with Keith gone.
You know, we've said this for weeks now. Each game, it's like somebody different. And you talk about the way Victor played. David Scarra had a great week. His best week, I think, as a Crusader. And a lot of times freshmen sort of hit the wall. Last week we talked about Tavon making big plays against UIC. This week, 2 ball games with David Scarra. You kind of depended on him on both sides of the court. Your freshmen are getting better.
You know, David had and had a little period around Christmas time that you could see his legs getting tired and just getting kind of tired. And in the last couple of weeks, he's looked fresh. Like you said, his legs have been there. He's had a lot of energy, and I think you hit a key point both ends of the floor. He's done a tremendous job, not just on the offensive end, but especially the defensive end and with rebounding.
He had the play against Detroit. It's one of my favorite plays of the year. He kind of came off the ball, he deflected a pass away, gathered immediately, went up to full speed, and made a no-look pass to Darian for a basket. One of the great plays you'll see, I think, all year long by a guy who's 6'8", and is a freshman.
You know, he has great feet. He has a great feel. He has a great basketball upbringing from Croatia and growing up with a lot of fundamentals.
You look at the game against Oakland, and they gave you, I thought, their best shot. McDaniel's making shots, Jalen Hayes making shots, where a lesser team might have said, could have got demoralized. And then when they kind of got on that run and they got over the top and got the lead, your team kept making plays. And I think that says something about the character of your team.
You know, it was almost a championship type game. It was a great atmosphere. Both teams were competing. There were 16 different lead changes, which is a lot in the course of a game. And so just so many emotions built in. And it was definitely nice to come out on the better half this time than the first time we played them.
You got a big shot from Alec Peters. I think we had said there was 4 minutes to go in the game, and we were talking on the air saying, look at the stat line. Alec Peters not taking a 3-point shot in 36 minutes. And then he takes the first, right out of the timeout almost, in a game which was going back and forth. He put you in front for good with a 3 out of the corner.
Oakland does a tremendous job locating him and finding him and not leaving him. And I thought Alec did a sensational job not being impatient and forcing and rushing shots, but he let the offense come. He let other guys take advantages when they had it. And maybe the biggest shot of the game, when he did have an open look, he knocked it down.
All right, now let's look ahead. And Green Bay in town Friday. It's going to be maybe a near-capacity crowd. It's going to be a great atmosphere for basketball. There's the possibility of Keith Carter coming back. There's so many storylines here. Obviously, the winner puts themselves in great shape to win the conference championship. Let's just focus on and talk about the matchup with Green Bay.
Well, we definitely need to play better than what we did the first time. Their defense gave us a lot of problems. Offensively, they're very fast and athletic, and we need to be able to negate some of that. So we have a lot of work we're trying to do this week to prepare for that game.
All right, and you got Milwaukee after that. So if and when Keith comes back, how do you incorporate him into the lineup without disrupting what has worked so well?
Well, it'll be great to get him back. I think the one thing about our team is they have great camaraderie and very good togetherness, and they'll be excited for him to get back too. So, as he's healthy and as he can help our team, then we'll start to blend him in and put him into the positions, and it'll allow us to play some different combinations and maybe go back to doing some stuff that we did earlier in the year.
All right, and as we look at Green Bay, you said obviously you need to play better. Defensively, you obviously played very well in that game. You held them down to 51 points. What do you need to be better offensively?
I thought, we turned the ball over. Some of their quickness gave us some problems. We need to not turn the ball over as much. We need to be able to try to find a way to get some good looks against them. As we look at their stats, they do this to a lot of people. Their defense is tremendous. And so hopefully, our aggressiveness can help us be able to get some shots.
All right, good luck on Friday. And good luck on Sunday as well, which will not be an easy game also against the Milwaukee team that's won 5 straight home games.
They're playing very well. They beat Oakland by over double digits last night. So, tough week ahead.
Good luck, Bryce.
Thanks.
For head coach Bryce Drew, this is Todd Eichow. Thanks for joining us this week on Valpo Basketball Preview, brought to you by the South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority.